Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of my videos. So today we're going to do another model showcase of a Thomas and Friends character that I've got in N scale, and it is this one. So for some of you who don't know, this is James, and he is the fictional anthropomorphic red tender engine from the Railway series book done by the Reverend Awdry, and he's also from the TV series Thomas and Friends. So a bit of history about this locomotive. He is a 260, which means that he's got two wheels there, and he's got two trailing wheels and six, I think, driving wheels. And this is what is known as a Mogul wheel arrangement. As you can see, he's got a number 5 there, as he is the 5th engine on the North West Railway, who is under the control of the Fat Controller. So with James, he first appeared in 1946 with one of showing in the Reverend W. Awdry's book, James the Red Engine, and he was designed by George Hughes in Universe, but it was illustrated by Reginald Payne, and he has had multiple people do his voice, both in the UK and in the US versions, but I'm not going to go through them. And some people say, do Thomas and Friends locomotives have a gender? And yes, they do. But I know how sensitive the topic is at the moment with gender and everything else, so I'm going to let everyone decide on their own what they want James to be. So let's see. Yeah, and another interesting fact, James is based on the L&YR Class 28 locomotive, but James is presented to be heavily modified. And in the two books that James was in, being James the Red Engine and Thomas the Tank Engine, James was not originally red. James was black with red lining. This was shown in the Thomas and Friends film, I think, The Journey Begins, and it was also shown in the books. But he was repainted red after he had an accident with the troublesome trucks, which caused his brake system to catch fire, because for some reason they were made out of wood. So let's have a little look at James, look at his details. So there, you can see his cheeky little smug face, and Bachmann have done a good job with his paint and lining and his design. But I think it's just a recycled HO scale James, but just with a very different motor. As you can see there, he's got no cab detail whatsoever. It's just a glossy black colour, but everything else seems to be all in line. In the model world, I believe this is one of the most accurate depictions of James, plus the 00 version by Bachmann. I think they do the more accurate version. I think the hobby one is okay-ish, but the one that I do not agree with is the Lionel Gauge one. That does not look like James whatsoever, but that's just my opinion. If you think differently, just let me know down in the comments. So, as with Toby, James is a very, very smooth runner, and I got him on my birthday last year. Well, I've only just had the chance to review him, as I have been quite busy recently. He runs smoothly. He does tend to, for me, stop and derail on points, but I don't know if that's just because of James or if that's due to an issue with my layout. But if it's someone noticed in my last video that there's a bit of a hump in it, which I'm trying to rectify, but I think that was just due to a bit of my negligence on that part, because I had to replace the point that caused it. But if you want to see James running or any other Thomas characters running, please let me know down in the comments. Now I might see if I may be able to find a locomotive that's the same class as James, and we can compare them together. But if you want to see other stuff, please do let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time.